I used to be a drum bass and jungle DJ, mainly drum bass DJ in the last half of the 90s and early 2000s. I played mainly at an event in Copenhagen called Evolution, which even though I didn't play that many times, it meant a lot to me because at that time Copenhagen and drum bass wasn't that big, but this particular event brought a lot of big shots from the UK to Denmark, which made a lot of impact in Copenhagen at the time. And now I'm producing it again, and I've been doing that for like 3 or 4 years. And yeah, maybe now I don't have to prove anything. I think that's a big help. Being 20 years old and wanting to be a DJ is something completely different. As I said before, the records I've been buying have been very sort of widespread in terms of genres and so on. But they seem to be chained together by something that comes out of dub in a way. And I think I made stuff that's, inspired by maybe Jay Dilla, and in the other end by DJ Sync and even Basic Channel. But it's all sort of informed by King Tubby or Scientist, or that way around. And I think as I've been becoming better and better at producing, it seems like I've developed a sound where these things, even if I make garage or I make drum and bass or I make something that might be hip-hoppy or even without beats, they all sort of seem to have a little bit of, a little bit of DJ Sync, a little bit of King Tubby and a little bit of, Kraftwerk or something in them. And I think even though I made a lot of different kinds of music in very different BPMs, those things have sort of blended together to something that sort of sticks. This is my very first release, which is weird since I've been much more engaged in music earlier in my life. I did work with others for very brief periods of time, and I even did little sessions trying to have someone play the trumpet and various sort of like for one project and so on. I think I reached a point where music can be whatever I want it to be, and I'm sort of getting where I can sort of start and be that free in my production, based on those backgrounds and based on those sort of clues left behind and all those sort of chains of samples. And I think I'm getting to something that might be more what I like it to be. I think I was part of a drum bass crew called Escape Audio, and we were 3 people, and we of course we played a lot of records together. We were a guy called Lars and a guy called Martin, also known as Nishita and Phonetic. And at the time I was jet tone, which was, I think it was the noise that a jet engine would make while taking off, which is very important when you're 16 years old and really want to get like, I don't know, I started hating that name really quickly, but it just stuck in a way. And of course radio shows. In Denmark there was this radio show called Go, or Uland it was called later, with a DJ called Thomas Knack, also known as Opiate, which had a massive influence. And of course going to the early jungle parties, and I remember going to a guy called 2000F, he's called now, he had a crew called Rolando Posen, going to their first parties, or the first ones for me anyway, just going like, what is this? Where are those drums coming from? Why is it so fast? I like the bass though. But maybe I think it can be a handicap to live in Copenhagen when something is coming out of London. But it can also be a really good thing, because even when you get, like a really shitty, someone burns you a CD-ROM or a cassette tape with absolute crap, it's like, wow. And I think growing up on that was, half handicap, half gift.